Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get... They had nothing working in the second.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. Javon. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts flushed out right. Looking for Rager again. This time he's got him. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Tua. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown Eagles. Jalen Reagor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On second down, it's Sanders. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And quickly, they get to the line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.